Hi guys, today I'm making pesto pasta with vegetables mixed in with the pasta and then roasted vegetables on the top and some lovely halloumi cheese and some toasted nuts. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some vegetables. Now I'm using capsicum and snow peas and that sort of thing. It's entirely up to you what vegetables you'd like to use and how much you'd like to put in, so you can decide yourself the amount of vegetables that you'd like to use. You can see through the video what I'm using, so that'll give you a guide anyway, but I'm not going to put the exact quantity, so it's basically your decision on that one. Now with the pasta, I'm going to be using tagliatelli. You can use whichever pasta you prefer. If you prefer penne pasta, you could use penne pasta, or you could use spaghetti, or you could even use gnocchi. It's entirely up to you which pasta you'd like to use. I'm also going to be using pesto. Now the pesto I'm using is shop bought, and it is a basil pesto. You can also get a tomato pesto if you prefer to use tomato pesto. I just find this is easier. Otherwise I'm going to have to use a lot of basil, which I don't have at the moment, and also some nuts to go in the pesto, which I don't have. So I'm using shop bought. Cheating. I'm also using seeds for the top. I'm going to be toasting those, so you'll be able to see me toasting those. Now this is a mixture of nuts that I'm using, or seeds should I say really. I've got pine nuts in there, but also the seeds. I've got pumpkin and also sunflower. Again, it's entirely up to you which seeds you'd like to use. If you only want to use pumpkin, then just use pumpkin. If you only use pine nuts, then just use pine nuts. But I like the mixture. They're lovely when they're toasted. Love toasted seeds and nuts. Also we've got the halloumi cheese. Now this comes from Cyprus. It's a slightly salted style cheese. Again, once that is fried, I'm going to be frying that in some olive oil and a little tad of butter, and it is to die for. It's such a unique flavour, halloumi. I really love it. So basically it's going to have the vegetables inside with the pasta and the pesto, and then on top we're going to have some halloumi with some roasted vegetables and some seeds. Absolutely to die for. I love this dinner. Now on the next video it shows you the process in word format, like just basically the step 1, step 2, step 3. Don't worry about that. It's just to go a bit of a guideline. The video itself in its entirety will show all of the procedure. So let's get started. Okay, so for the roasted vegetables, you need to first of all put in some olive oil into a dish and then put that in the oven on around about 180 degrees to heat up. Okay, so while the oil is heating up, you can cut up your vegetables. We have some green pepper, some red pepper, or wherever you come from, it could be capsicum. We have some mushroom, tomato, and also some snap peas. So we're cutting those all up first of all while the oil is heating up in the oven. When the oil is heated up, you need to add in all of the vegetables to roast. They go in there individually. It's going to be tasty. Before you put those in the oven, sprinkle them with a bit of mixed herbs. Okay, so to make the toasted seeds for the top of the dish, you need to heat up the pan, then pour in the different seeds. You don't need oil or anything like that. As long as the pan is hot, these will toast quite nicely. They're yummy when they get toasted. It's like they all get really toasted. Start to hear them popping now. You put these on top of a salad or on top of chicken. Okay, so for the vegetables for the pasta, you need to add in a bit of olive oil into the pan. Heat that up to a hot temperature and then fry up a little bit of diced vegetables. This is to go with the pasta itself. Shake in a bit of herbs. Okay, so fill the pan with boiling water and add some salt. Into that add a bit of sprinkling of the herbs. To the boiling water add in the tagliatelli. Okay, so you allow the pasta to boil on a top heat for around about 5 minutes, and then after that you reduce the heat down for the last remaining 7 to 10 minutes so it simmers in the water. Okay, so with the halloumi you need to cut it into slices, and then what we need to do with the halloumi is we need to shallow fry it in a pan to make it nice and crispy on the outside. This is what gives halloumi its flavor, because it caramelizes on the outside and it gives it an absolutely unique flavor. It's absolutely to die for. Okay, so first of all you put in some olive oil, EVOO, into the pan and let that heat up to a nice temperature until it's bubbling hot before you add in the halloumi. Okay, so the oil is now heated up to a very hot degree. As you can see, it's sizzling. That's what you want. You want to put in the halloumi and for it to sizzle. Yum, yum, yum. So when it's sizzling, it's going to take on a nice caramelized coating on the other side of the halloumi cheese. So you put it all into the pan. The halloumi is cooking really nicely on one side. Very shortly we're going to turn it over and cook the other side. It's gonna have a, yeah, that's it. Oh wow, look at that. It's gonna have a beautiful caramelized. Oh yeah, looking good. Toasted, caramelized on one side, toasted, caramelized on the other side. Okay, so drain off the pasta. Make sure it's completely drained. Look at that steam. Make sure it's completely drained. Back into the pan. To the pan of pasta, add in the cooked vegetables from earlier. To that add the pesto. Mix it up thoroughly. Oh, it smells magnificent. Okay, so you put into the bowl the pasta that has been mixed with the beautiful pesto and cooked vegetables. On the halloumi now. On top of the halloumi, we're going to put in some roasted vegetables. That was the ones from before. That's the capsicum, tomato, mushroom, snap peas, and some beautiful cherry tomatoes. Oh yeah, so looking forward to eating this tonight. And the piece de resistance is the beautiful toasted nuts. Your pumpkin, sunflower. Oh yeah, to die for. Just absolutely to die for. You've got all those roasted nuts on top of it.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, or give me a comment, or give me a thumbs up. Bye for now.